Our adjectives in French must agree. Just like we did with the colors and the lengths of hair and eyes, all adjectives are going to have both number and gender. So they're going to be either singular or plural, and they're going to be either masculine or feminine. Our adjectives must match the thing being described. So, for example, if we're talking about, I have long hair, okay, our description word is long, and we're talking about long what? Long hair. So our word long must match the gender and number of the word hair, which is masculine plural. Sometimes it's the same as the subject. So if I say, she is funny, funny, who is funny? She is. So we know that that has to be singular and feminine. The base adjective, the one that we always put on our vocabulary sheets, is always given to us in masculine singular. That's because to form all of the other versions of the adjective, we're going to add letters onto this masculine singular form. So if you need to make an adjective plural, we're going to add an S onto the end, unless the word already ends in an S. So for example, the adjective gros, the masculine plural form would still be gros, G-R-O-S. We don't have to add another S. The one that's already there is good enough. Similarly, if we want to make something feminine, we're going to add an E, unless it already ends in the letter E, such as timide. If he is timide and she is timide, timide is going to end up being spelled the same way, because the E that's already there is good enough to make it masculine or feminine. These do build upon each other. So just because something is plural or feminine, okay, we have to think about both things in combination. So for example, if we want to say that somebody is short, okay, our masculine singular base form, il est petit. Every single one of those words is masculine and singular. If we're talking about more than one guy, though, we have to change every single word in the sentence to be both masculine and plural. We're going to change our il to our il with an S, a to son, and petit to petite. We have an S on the end because it's also plural along with everything else in the sentence. If we go from il est petit and now we want to make it feminine singular, so instead of saying he is short, we want to say she is short, we're going to change every single word to be feminine singular. Il becomes elle, he becomes she. The A gets to stay the same because it's both il est and elle est. Just like in English, we say he is, we also say she is. But our petit will become petite with an E, because petite has to match elle. It has to be feminine. If we're changing both gender and number, so we're going from masculine singular to feminine plural, then we have to make every single word in the sentence both feminine and plural. So il, he, will become elle, they, a group of girls. A will become sont, is becomes are, because he is, but they are. And petit will become petite, with both an E and an S. We have to add the E to make it feminine, and the S to make it plural. You don't pick one or the other, you must do both. We do have two main irregulars in this particular unit. And they're only irregular in certain conjugations. So our adjective sportif, athletic, in the feminine, when we add our E, we're going to change our F into a V. So il est sportif, ils sont sportifs, but elle est sportive and elles sont sportives. Gros, when we become feminine, we're going to double the S. So we're going to go from gros to grosse. This is because one S in between two vowels, such as that O and that E, makes a Z sound, and we don't want to say gros. We want to keep it as gross. So we have to double the S to make sure that that stays the same. Remember that in the plural, though, the plural masculine, gros is not going to change because the S on the end of gros is already good enough to make it plural. So we have il est gros, ils sont gros, spelled the exact same way, elle est grosse, and elles sont grosses.